You know somebody moves the needle when people are willing to pay ginormous amount of money. Is that a word? A massive amount of money to see Caitlyn Clark play ball. And some of these ticket prices for these games against the Sky and the Wings are pretty unbelievable and pretty eye-opening.
Would you ever imagine spending over $3,000 just to watch a basketball game? Sounds wild, right? But that's the new normal every time Caitlyn Clark steps onto the court. Tickets that used to cost next to nothing are now soaring, and fans are scrambling just for a chance to be in the building.
We talked a lot about attendance last year and ratings, but gate revenue was a massive big deal. All right, people were willing to pay massive amounts of money above the actual ticket value, original ticket value, to get in and watch Caitlyn Clark play ball.
What makes a WNBA star so captivating that fans are ready to spend a fortune just to see her in action? Is it just elite athletic talent? Or is there something even bigger happening here? While Caitlyn Clark is transforming ticket stubs into collector's items, Angel Reese is still working hard just to get people to turn on the TV when she's on the court.
Angel Reese, nothing but net. Let's get it. Bang! She finally did it. She shot enough bricks that she was able to build her very first home. Congratulations, all by age 22. Bang! Take a look back brick by brick and how we got here. The jab that no one falls for. Bang! How about the pick and pop where none of them drop? What is she gonna do? Shoot another long two? I'll teach a class on where to shoot the basketball from, and you will learn not to shoot from here on day one, okay?
One is a walking marketing machine, packing arenas every time she shows up. The other, she's still more about trending on social media than dominating the game itself. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Caitlyn Clark is changing the game entirely. And if you're hyped to see her back in action, drop GOAT over Baby Giraffe in the comments. Let's get into it.
There's some ticket prices from August 22nd, against the Minnesota Lynx that the prices are pretty eye-opening. Keep in mind, the closer we get to these games, the higher the prices are going to go up.
When late August ticket prices start surpassing those of actual playoff games, it's a clear sign that this is bigger than just basketball. Caitlyn Clark isn't just drawing crowds. She's creating a once-in-a-generation cultural moment.
Expectations are sky high for the 23-year-old point guard. Coming into 2025 in her inaugural run, Clark was instrumental in securing the Fever's first playoff berth since 2016, led the league in assists and three-pointers made. Think about that a minute. She's a rookie, led the league in assists and three-pointers made. Named to her first All-Star game and All-WNBA first team.
The buzz surrounding the Indiana Fever versus Minnesota Lynx game says it all. Fans aren't just buying tickets, they're chasing unforgettable moments. No one wants to be the one who missed watching Caitlyn Clark at her peak. Every arena she enters turns into a marquee event, like a red carpet rolled out for basketball royalty. And here's the twist. Even her opponents are reaping the rewards. Rival teams are selling out games too, all thanks to Clark. Because let's be real, fans aren't showing up to watch Angel Reese try to make waves on Instagram.
A new Angel Reese McDonald's commercial where she goes nothing but that. No, that commercial took weeks to make, man. Cause bang! McDonald's be trolling me at this point, cause this is everything but net. Bang! Again! No, why? What is she doing?
Hear what none of y'all say? She's my favorite hooper. Look at this soft touch. It's like a pillow.
Bang! You know that Caitlyn Clark was more likely to make a three-pointer than Angel Reese was to make a layup? Yeah, that's a real stat. Bang! Just kidding, but it's close though. Last time, 3-ball, butter pecan. Bang!
This goes beyond basketball now. It's about witnessing history in real time. When fans are gladly spending thousands just to be in the same arena, you know you're seeing something extraordinary. Caitlyn Clark has generated a magnetic force so strong, it's reshaping the entire WNBA landscape around her. That's what true superstar gravity looks like. The kind that turns ordinary games into unmissable events.
To top all those bona fides in her sophomore season may be damn near impossible. I expect her to top all of them, to be honest with you. If you want to know the absolute truth. Unless Clark switches her game up, of course.
And it's not just die-hard basketball fans she's pulling in. celebrities, influencers, casual viewers, even people who couldn't name another WNBA player are showing up just to see her live. Every arena she steps into becomes the most sought-after ticket in town. Scalpers are cashing in, resale prices are skyrocketing, and even the highest, worst seats in the house are flying off the shelves. This isn't just hype. It's solid proof that Caitlyn Clark is the most magnetic name women's basketball has ever seen.
Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever are returning for more hoops, starting with a preseason May 3rd game. My God, that can't get here quick enough.
Caitlyn Clark didn't just have an impressive rookie season. She reshaped the entire landscape of the game. Now, with the preseason just days away and her return to the Indiana Fever set for May 3rd, the anticipation is hitting a fever pitch.
Quote, from a basketball perspective, we have to make sure we help her diversify her defining ability so that she's not predictable. New Fever head coach Stephanie White said on the Good Follow podcast, we can't be so predictable with so much athleticism, speed, quickness, and with so much game plan geared towards her.
But here's where it gets exciting. This isn't just any player returning for another season. This is a once-in-a-generation talent stepping into her second act, with even higher expectations than before. Big brands, media giants, and loyal fans are all watching closely, wondering, can she outdo what she pulled off last year? And if you think Angel Reese is quietly cheering her on, think again. She's probably too busy trying to figure out why her jersey sales haven't exactly, well, taken off.
No one even guards her. Come on! Don't disrespect her. Of course they guard her in the paint when she's playing volleyball. Look at that! Of course they're gonna guard her in the paint when she's playing ping pong with the backboard. Not gonna let her have all the fun. Of course they're gonna guard her when she's flopping like a fish out of the water. Give her oxygen, man. And of course they're gonna try to guard her in the paint when she's stat batting for her own double-doubles. Am I right? The commenter may be right. There are situations where, and indeed, you may not have to guard her at all.
Clark's rookie season was absolutely unreal. She led the league in assists and three-pointers made, carried a struggling Indiana Fever team back into playoff contention, earned an all-star spot, and secured first-team All-WNBA honors, all before turning 24. If any other rookie had accomplished even half of that, we'd be talking about a future dynasty. But Clark, she's only just getting started. As for her second season, if you think she's here to coast on last year's success, you've got it all wrong. She's here to grow, to dominate, and to stretch the gap between herself and the rest of the league even further. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still out here trying to convince folks that people are tuning in for her too. Bless her heart.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. She refuses to say Caitlyn Clark's name. It's because of me too, and I want you to realize.
But no great athlete relies solely on talent. Indiana Fever's new head coach, Stephanie White, understands this better than anyone. She's been upfront about what's next for Clark. If Caitlyn wants to stay ahead of the competition, she has to keep evolving her game. Every team in the league is now building their defensive strategy around one goal: stop Caitlyn Clark. She's no longer the new kid on the block. She's the #1 target. The only way for her to keep shredding defenses is to stay unpredictable and continue growing.
From just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable, to be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation, going right and left.
Stephanie White's mission is clear. Turn Clark from an unstoppable offensive force into an unsolvable puzzle. And according to early reports from Fever practices, Clark is fully on board with the plan. She's expanding her finishing moves, working on off-ball cuts, and adding new elements to her already insane passing skills. In short, she's not content with just being the best rookie the league has ever seen. She's gunning to be the best, period.
To be able to have different types of finishing looks, whether it's, crossbody finishes, whether it's floaters at the rim, whether it's quick floaters, long floaters, Euros. You can't quite be as fundamentally predictable with as much athleticism, speed, quickness, and as much as the game plan is going to be geared toward her.
Now, let's take a look at the 2025 schedule. It's packed, and it's going to be glorious. Fever fans can look forward to 5 epic matchups between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. Just imagine the drama, the headlines, and those oh-so-awkward post-game handshakes. If the Sky ticket office had any sense, they'd send Caitlyn a thank you bouquet. Because let's be real, she's the main reason those games are trending towards sellouts.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlyn Clark.
Reese might love the spotlight, but it's Clark who actually fills the seats. Caitlyn Clark's second season isn't just a follow-up. It's the beginning of an empire. One that, no matter how many TikToks Angel Reese posts, is built on undeniable, unstoppable greatness.
Paint, you must, because you will look like the defensive player of the year against her every single time. Bang! Here we go, Exhibit A, long two on her own island. Bang! Don't guard her. Hand down, man down, butter pecan. Bang! Call her jump shot Chernobyl because you can't go anywhere near it. Bang!
It's radioactive, radioactive.
Bang! Watch possessions like this, and I think maybe, in fact, you don't need to guard her at all. Hopscotch in the paint? That's crazy. Bang!
Beyond Reese, there are also the highly anticipated matchups with Paige Buchers and her team, plus 4 intense battles against the reigning champs, the New York Liberty. Each of these games is more than just about wins and losses. It's about moments that will define the future of the WNBA. Every time Clark hits the floor, she's not just playing a game, she's elevating the entire league.
Let's start with August 22nd against the Lynx. Look at this, folks. There you see that. That's a game a hell of a long way off. All right? 3 months, but 4 months away. And there are tickets available that are $945 each already.
Imagine spending nearly $1,000 on a game that's still 3 or 4 months away. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening in the WNBA right now. And it's all because of one name, Caitlyn Clark. When August 22nd rolls around and the Indiana Fever face off against the Minnesota Lynx, fans who didn't act fast will be regretting it because the frenzy is already in full swing.
That's not even taking into account, let's say they're first in the standings or second or third. In other words, you can tell this turns into a massively important playoff run kind of game. How high are these tickets going to be then? That's really interesting.
And here's the wild part. These prices are being set before a single regular season game has even been played. If the Fever dominate the standings and Clark keeps steamrolling through opponents, today's sky-high ticket prices are going to look like bargain deals. One thing's for sure, Caitlyn isn't just creating hype. She's flipping the entire supply and demand model on its head, dragging the WNBA into a whole new economic reality.